In today's world, it often feels like we are constantly battling against stress, uncertainty, difficult relationships, and an ever-growing list of bills. With everything moving at a rapid pace, it's easy to feel overwhelmed and out of control. We find ourselves reacting to circumstances, letting them shape our mood and outlook on life. But what if there was a way to stay grounded, no matter the storm swirling around us? What if you could remain unshaken by these external forces? What if you could find a way to maintain peace within yourself, no matter what life throws your way? This is where Stoicism comes in. Stoicism is an ancient philosophy that teaches us how to master our reactions, control our emotions, and find strength in the face of adversity. Despite its origins in ancient Greece and Rome, Stoicism remains incredibly relevant in today's fast-paced, always connected world. At its core, Stoicism offers a powerful framework for maintaining inner peace, calmness, and emotional control in a world that often feels chaotic. By understanding and applying its principles, we can develop resilience, clarity, and focus in all areas of life. In this guide, we will explore 11 Stoic-inspired practices that can help you cultivate inner peace and live a more fulfilling life. These practices can empower you to respond to life's challenges with wisdom and serenity, fostering a sense of control in an otherwise uncontrollable world. Stoicism teaches that true peace begins with understanding yourself deeply. In a world that constantly pulls us in different directions, self-awareness becomes the anchor that keeps us grounded. Marcus Aurelius, one of the most renowned Stoic philosophers, famously said, "Know thyself." This simple yet powerful statement highlights the importance of self-awareness in the pursuit of inner peace. The more we understand ourselves, our emotions, triggers, desires, and reactions, the better equipped we are to maintain calm and composure when external chaos arises. Practical application of this idea starts with regular reflection. Journaling is one of the most effective ways to gain insight into your inner world. By writing about your emotions and reactions, you can identify patterns that reveal what truly drives you, both positively and negatively. Ask yourself questions like, what triggers my anger? What brings me joy? Recognizing these patterns can help you gain greater control over how you respond to situations. In addition to journaling, meditation and mindfulness practices can offer clarity. These practices encourage a deeper connection to the present moment and allow you to observe your thoughts without judgment. With consistent practice, they help you tune into your emotional state, providing a clearer view of your inner landscape. The journey of self-discovery is never-ending, and with each new discovery comes both challenges and rewards. The more you understand yourself, the better you can navigate life's storms. Through self-awareness, you develop the ability to pause before reacting and choose a response that aligns with your values, helping you remain unshaken even when the world around you feels chaotic. Life has two sides, good and bad. Stoicism teaches us that acceptance is the key to dealing with the inevitable ups and downs that life throws at us. The world is full of events and circumstances beyond our control, and resisting or fighting against them only leads to more suffering. As the Stoic philosopher Seneca wisely put it, we suffer more in imagination than in reality. This suggests that our distress often comes not from the external world, but from the way we perceive and react to it. Acceptance, then, becomes a powerful tool for cultivating inner peace. Practical application of acceptance begins with acknowledging the things that are beyond your control, external events, other people's actions or outcomes that you cannot influence. Once you recognize these as uncontrollable, you can release the need to manipulate or fix them. Instead, focus on what you can control: your thoughts, your actions, and most importantly, your reactions. By doing this, you reclaim your power and maintain a sense of peace, regardless of external circumstances. Imagine yourself on a wild river, struggling to hold on to a raft. The water is uncontrollable, rushing past you with unstoppable force. No matter how hard you try, you cannot control the river's flow. But how you respond to the current, the way you hold the raft, how you balance yourself, defines your experience. Similarly, in life, the events happening around you are like the river, but your response to them is within your control. Through acceptance, you let go of the need to control the uncontrollable, and in doing so, you free yourself from unnecessary suffering. In today's world, there is constant pressure to be on, available, and responsive at all times. From work demands to social expectations, it often feels like we are expected to give our time and energy to everyone and everything. Yet, one of the most important Stoic practices is setting boundaries to protect our peace. Epictetus, a renowned Stoic philosopher, reminds us, "No man is free who is not master of himself." To maintain inner peace, we must first take control of our own time, energy, and mental space, and that requires establishing clear boundaries. Practical application of setting boundaries starts with learning to say no, without guilt. This can be difficult, especially when we want to please others, but saying no is essential for maintaining our mental and emotional well-being. Setting limits on your time, energy, and mental focus allows you to prioritize what truly matters to you. It's important to be respectful and assertive in your communication. For example, you might say, "I appreciate the offer, but I'm already committed to other things." This sets a clear limit while still being considerate of the other person's feelings. Imagine a crowded market where everyone wants your attention, pulling you in different directions. Without boundaries, it's easy to get overwhelmed and lost in the chaos. But when you have boundaries in place, you are in control of what you let into your life. Boundaries empower you to protect your peace, allowing you to focus on the things that align with your values and goals. By mastering the art of saying no, you create space for what truly matters, shielding yourself from distractions and external pressures. The Stoics believed that how we perceive the world directly shapes how we feel about it. Our emotional response to events is not determined by the events themselves, but by the way we interpret them. Changing your perspective, cognitive reframing, can dramatically shift your emotional response and help you maintain peace in any situation. As Epictetus wisely put it, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. This powerful insight reveals that we have control over how we react, and through reframing, we can choose a more positive and peaceful outlook, even in challenging circumstances. Practical application of cognitive reframing starts with recognizing and challenging negative thoughts. When faced with a difficulty, instead of seeing it as a roadblock or an obstacle, try to reframe it as an opportunity for growth. For example, if you're stuck in traffic, rather than getting frustrated and stressed, use that time to practice patience or listen to something meaningful, such as an audiobook or podcast. This simple shift in perspective turns a frustrating situation into a chance for personal development or relaxation. Imagine being caught in a storm. One person sees it as a disaster, something to be feared and avoided, while another sees it as a cleansing rain, washing away the past and renewing the earth. The choice is yours. By choosing how you perceive life's challenges, you can transform them from burdens into opportunities. Through cognitive reframing, you gain the power to shape your emotional experience and ultimately preserve your inner peace. Gratitude is a powerful tool for shifting our focus from what we lack to what we already have. The Stoics believed that peace does not come from acquiring more, but from appreciating what we currently possess. When we focus on what we're thankful for, we cultivate contentment and clarity. The practice of gratitude not only improves our emotional state, but also helps us appreciate the abundance in our lives, even amidst struggles. By learning to focus on the present and what's in front of us, we create a mindset that fosters peace and satisfaction. Practical application of gratitude starts with daily reflection. Make time each day, even if just for a few moments, to acknowledge what you're thankful for, no matter how small. It might be something as simple as the warmth of your morning coffee, a friendly conversation, or the comfort of your home. Over time, this habit leads to a deeper sense of fulfillment, reducing feelings of envy and dissatisfaction. Gratitude shifts the narrative, helping you focus on the good things you have rather than the things you lack. Imagine running a race to an unknown finish line. Every step feels like a struggle, and you can't help but feel tired and worn out. But then you pause and look around. You realize that along the way, you've gained more than you realized: strength, perseverance, and even moments of joy. When you stop to reflect on how far you've come, it's not just about the finish line. It's about appreciating the progress you've made. Gratitude helps you shift your perspective from what's missing to what's already abundant in your life, grounding you in the present moment and fostering a deep sense of peace. Adversity is an inevitable part of life, but it's also the forge that shapes and strengthens us. The Stoics understood this well and didn't see hardship as something to be avoided, but rather something to be embraced for personal growth. According to Stoic philosophy, challenges are not obstacles but opportunities. Opportunities to develop resilience, patience, and inner strength. By changing how we view adversity, we can transform difficulties into powerful tools for self-improvement. Practical application of this mindset begins with reframing how you approach challenges. Every time you face adversity, remind yourself, this is an opportunity to grow. Whether it's a tough situation at work, a personal conflict, or an unexpected setback, you can choose to see it as a chance to build resilience and strengthen your character. Rather than running from difficulties, lean into them and use the experience to hone your emotional and mental fortitude. Picture yourself climbing a mountain. The higher you go, the more difficult the climb becomes. Your muscles ache and the air grows thinner, but with every step you grow stronger. As the path becomes steeper, your resolve deepens. The climb is tough, but the view from the top is worth every step. In life, the challenges we face are like that mountain. The higher we go, the tougher it gets, but the strength and perspective we gain along the way make the journey worthwhile. Embracing challenges through a Stoic lens not only helps us overcome obstacles, but transforms them into the very foundation of our growth. Self-discipline is one of the most powerful tools for cultivating inner peace and strength. At its core, self-discipline is about mastering your reactions and actions rather than letting impulses control you. The Stoics believed that true freedom comes from the ability to act according to reason, not immediate desires. By developing self-control, we gain the power to navigate life with purpose rather than being swept away by fleeting temptations or emotions. Practical application of self-discipline begins by pausing before giving in to instant gratification. Whether it's a tempting dessert, an impulse purchase, or a moment of impatience, take a moment to assess whether the action aligns with your long-term goals and values. Ask yourself, will this decision bring me closer to the person I want to become? In addition to resisting short-term temptations, focus on small, consistent habits that help you strengthen your self-discipline each day. This might mean setting clear boundaries for your time, sticking to a routine, or practicing delayed gratification in areas of your life. Over time, these small habits compound into significant improvements in your ability to control your impulses. Imagine standing before a delicious dessert that you don't need. The temptation is strong, and your mind might tell you to indulge, but your self-discipline allows you to pause. You consider your goals, the progress you've made, and the bigger picture. Then, with strength and clarity, you walk away. Though it may feel difficult in the moment, your ability to resist the temptation leaves you feeling empowered and stronger than before. Each moment you exercise self-discipline builds your inner strength, helping you maintain control over your actions and reactions no matter the situation. Detachment doesn't mean rejecting material things or living in scarcity. Rather, it's about not allowing possessions or external circumstances to control your sense of self-worth or happiness. The Stoics believed that true freedom comes from freeing ourselves from the constant pursuit of more things, more approval, more validation. By practicing detachment, we can find peace in knowing that our contentment doesn't depend on what we own or how others see us. Practical application of detachment starts with evaluating what truly brings value to your life. Begin by letting go of unnecessary clutter, both physical possessions and emotional baggage. Clear out the items in your home that no longer serve a purpose or add meaning to your life. This decluttering process can extend beyond just your material possessions. It also means releasing old grudges, past disappointments, or negative emotions that weigh you down. By simplifying your environment and your mindset, you create space for what truly matters: the present moment, meaningful relationships, and personal growth. Picture a person running tirelessly, chasing after endless possessions, new cars, gadgets, clothes, and accolades. They accumulate more and more, but with each new acquisition, the satisfaction fades, leaving them empty and still yearning for more. Now, picture the same person, stopping in their tracks and realizing that true peace lies not in what they own, but in their ability to walk away from the chase. When they embrace simplicity and detachment, they find that their sense of peace no longer relies on external things. Instead, it springs from within, from a sense of contentment with what truly matters. Through detachment, you can free yourself from the cycle of materialism and discover the lasting peace that comes with embracing life's simple pleasures. Resilience is the ability to bounce back stronger after setbacks. The Stoics understood that life is filled with challenges, but rather than seeing these challenges as failures, they viewed them as opportunities to build mental toughness and character. Resilience is not about avoiding hardship, but about developing the strength to face it head-on and emerge stronger. For the Stoics, resilience was a vital quality that allowed them to maintain inner peace and clarity, no matter the circumstances. Practical application of resilience starts with how you respond to failure. Rather than seeing failure as something to fear or avoid, reflect on what you can learn from the experience. Every setback offers a lesson, whether it's about perseverance, patience, or how to approach situations differently in the future. Focus on your ability to adapt and keep going, even when life throws unexpected challenges your way. The more you practice resilience, the easier it becomes to bounce back from difficulties with a clear mind and a strong spirit. Imagine being knocked down by a powerful wave while swimming. The water is overwhelming, and for a moment, it feels as though you might be swallowed by the force of the current. But instead of staying under the water, you use the wave to propel you forward, rising higher and stronger than before. This is the essence of resilience, using adversity not to break you, but to lift you to new heights. With each challenge you face, you build the resilience needed to overcome whatever comes next, transforming obstacles into opportunities for growth and strength. Stoicism emphasizes the importance of living in accordance with your values. When you act with integrity, you build a foundation of authenticity and inner strength that remains unshaken, regardless of external pressures or circumstances. The Stoics believed that true peace comes from aligning your actions with your core beliefs and principles. When you live with integrity, you free yourself from the anxiety that comes with trying to please others or living a life that isn't true to who you are. Practical application of integrity starts with being true to yourself, even when others may challenge or criticize your beliefs. It means standing firm in your convictions, regardless of whether they align with popular opinions or societal expectations. Acting with integrity might require you to make difficult choices, but it brings a sense of clarity and peace because you're no longer living a double life. You no longer have to hide or apologize for your values. Living authentically brings freedom and stability, both internally and externally. Imagine standing at a crossroads with two paths ahead of you, one that is aligned with your deepest values and another that follows external pressures and the expectations of others. The Stoic choice is clear. It's the path that aligns with your integrity. But choosing it requires courage. It may be harder in the moment, but by walking the path true to who you are, you cultivate lasting peace and the unwavering strength that comes from living authentically. With integrity, you remain grounded in your own sense of purpose, no matter the challenges or criticism you may face. Patience is often misunderstood as simply waiting for something to happen, but in Stoic philosophy, it's about actively trusting the process, even when things don't unfold according to your plans. Patience is not passive. It's an active practice of maintaining faith in the journey, knowing that things take time, and that efforts made today will eventually bear fruit, even if we don't see immediate results. The Stoics believed that the ability to remain calm and patient in the face of uncertainty is a mark of true wisdom. Practical application of patience starts with everyday situations. Whether it's waiting in line at the store or waiting for a long-term goal to manifest, use those moments to practice calm and trust. Remind yourself that everything has its time and that there is value in the process, even when results are not immediate. Trust that your consistent efforts and persistence will eventually lead to success. By trusting the timing of life and embracing patience, you free yourself from unnecessary stress and frustration. Imagine planting a seed in the ground. You can't force it to grow faster or control the rate at which it develops. All you can do is tend to it with care, give it the proper environment, and trust that, in time, it will sprout and grow into something beautiful. Life works the same way. By practicing patience and trusting the process, you allow the seeds you've planted, whether they are goals, relationships, or personal growth, to blossom when the time is right. Patience teaches you to embrace the journey, knowing that the destination will arrive in its own perfect timing.